I'm just finishing up on this project. What I've got with me here, this is a paddle. Now paddles like these, which are used in certain schools where they can paddle school children, corporal punishment as it is called, as brutal as this is, as you can see, this is quite big. It could really hurt somebody. You could probably kill somebody with this, so quite a brutal practice. Anyway, I'm putting these paddles to good use. In some of my other videos, I'll break these using various martial arts techniques, or I'll just smash them on the ground. Which that's a good use for a paddle, but there's another good use which I've discovered, and that is targets. I have just made these targets on the paddle. These paddles are really good for target practice. So I use a Sharpie, and it was kind of tricky. I messed up with some of these targets up here, but then I got the hang of it, and I think I did a rather good job with this last target. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in the backyard, and I'm going to be taking some shots at it. I'm going to be using the paddle the proper way it should be used for target practice. The Crosman Challenger, a multi-pump air rifle, so you can pump it up to 10 times depending on just how powerful you want your shot to be. It's the lowest is about 3. If you pump it 1 or 2 times, you're not going to get much of a shot. So for your lowest powered shot that could really count as a shot, you'd have to pump it 3 times. And then from there you can pump up to a maximum of 10 times to get a really powerful shot. At 10 pumps, the muzzle velocity of the BBs will go at over 600 feet per second. Now this Crosman Challenger, it uses metal BBs like these. These are copperhead BBs, these are what I like to use. They're copper plated, and they perform really well. So I'm going to be using this to shoot at the paddle. So now I've got the paddle, it's way out there, I put it way out there. And I'm going to be pumping this Crosman Challenger, I'm going to be pumping it 10 times for maximum power. Okay, that's 10 pumps. Good position, steady, and fire. Ooh, that sounded like a hit. Let's take another shot at it. Maximum power. And take another. I'm going to move the paddle a bit. Just move the paddle closer so I can get a better extent of the damage. I know with the camera, you zoom in on it so you can see it no matter how far you put it, but since I'm not looking through the camera, I'm aiming the air rifle, therefore I can't see it all that well since I'm not using a zooming device. So I'll take a shot at it from here, bump it up to 10. Fire. Fire. Fire! And that's 10. And fire! Okay. Okay. I'll just zoom in on the paddle. This is maximum zoom. So if you look closely, you can see some of the holes, some of the marks made. I'll take the paddle in for a better look. Alright, well here's the paddle after I shot at it with the air rifle. As you can see, there are some marks in it. There's one right here, there's one here, one here, one here, and right here the wood splintered where I nicked it on the side. So I'm putting these paddles to good use. After all, if I spent a lot of money to buy this at a porn shop. Not that I usually go to porn shops. I don't like porn. I don't care for porn shops, but it's the only place I know where you can get paddles. That, and you could also make them yourself if you have the proper facilities and the time, but to make a really good quality paddle that would make a good target, that would require the expensive wood and the proper tools and all that. So more or less, I want to make a statement. That's why I spent a lot of money on this paddle at a porn shop and then shoot at it, because of the statement I'm making on it, that these should not be used on children in schools. They should not be used as implements as punishment. These started out for use on slaves. That's what these originally were used for. And I'm just demonstrating good ways you can use these, how these should be used. They should be used for breaking in the martial arts, and they should be used for shooting at, like with targets. That's what these are for. Just like this paddle I've got on my wall right here. This is a paddle I broke with the martial arts stomp kick, and you can see it in one of my videos. This was another paddle which I spent a good amount of money to buy at a porn shop, and I smashed it in half. And since it was expensive, I didn't want to just throw the pieces out. I'd mounted them on my wall as a statement. You know, this broken paddle, which is a statement, it's a symbol. So, as you can see, there's some good uses of a paddle. They're great breaking, and they're really fun to shoot at, I can tell you from my own experience. So if you're going to use paddles, this is how to use them. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. Bye-bye.